Okay, so those of you who have unsubscribed from my channel, thank you very much. And now I'm going to show you how was my only solution, because this could not melt the solder into here and melt this waxy broken stranded cable together. So what I did was I split the cable back about 7 inches, 8 inches, split it, polished it for what I could with this little brush, whatever little polish. But if you polish it, it just comes out like dog hair. See? Watch. See the hairs? That's just from, there's no strength to this wire at all. So I split the wire and I put it between a set of washers, and I went in one direction this way, one direction that way, twisted it, and went back in the other direction and twisted it again. And now I'm going to put it all together and bind it with some black electrical tape. It's okay. Over there. Black electrical tape. I'm going to bind it and tape it down to that handle. What you see there. I'm going to bind it. There's a knot there. I'm going to bind it and tape it to the handle, because there's no way to solder it, and I don't have a terminal that has a bigger crimp than this, because this terminal is the biggest crimping terminal that Tire Queen had last week when I went there. This is the biggest one they had. This is the only big terminal they had. They make bigger ones, but they're out of stock. Get used to hearing out of stock in the Philippines, and get used to hearing come back tomorrow. Check again tomorrow, because the manager isn't there. The personnel that is in charge of that department is on a break, but they don't tell you to come back in an hour. They come back tomorrow. They don't tell you what time. They don't tell you what day. And then tomorrow you come back, the manager's off. They say, oh, the manager's off. But you said come back tomorrow. I made a mistake. Sorry, sir. Get used to living in the Philippines without getting proper information. Even when you ask specific questions, get used to hearing, I'm sorry, sir, come back tomorrow. The manager will be here tomorrow. So I wanted these terminals. I asked them to order some terminals or go look for them. Maybe they're in stock. No, sir, come back tomorrow. Like this terminal is all of a sudden going to be available tomorrow, but it's not available today. Did they check to see if the inventory is coming in tomorrow? No. The answer is come back tomorrow and check again. Now, I did that once for 6 weeks for a product, and they never had it. So after 6 weeks, I knew that. So this is, get used to hearing come back tomorrow. So out of stock, get used to it, because this piece is not available in a bigger piece anywhere. I went to 4 stores. Tire Queen, Build-A-Wear. There's a place next door to Tire Queen, and there's a place down the block from Build-A-Wear. 4 stores, and one is an electrical warehouse. They had nothing bigger than this. Get used to hearing out of stock and come back tomorrow. That's how we fixed this welding cable. And when I bind it up with the black electrical tape, the friction, I mean the whatever amperage goes through it, that's what's going to go through it. There is no other way to fix it, because the internal clamp in here is melted solid. It's 100% melted inside here. So all I had was the bolt hole to put the bolt and clamp the washers down like that. This is magical ingenuity in the Philippines, and that's what you need to do when you get here, because parts aren't available. People don't look for the parts. They don't even have oh God, they don't even have Loctite. They don't have the product called Goop. They don't have, if they have, I asked for a 1/4 inch 12 bolt for something national. They don't have. They had bolts that were 7 inches long. I wanted a 2 1/4 inch bolt with fine threads. 1/4 inch. They had 7 inch bolts. They said just cut them down. So I said, will you charge me for a 2 1/4 inch bolt? No, sir. We have to charge you for the 7 inch bolt. They had a 7 me for a 7-inch bolt, even though I only needed a 2 1/4 bolt. They tell me buy the 7-inch bolts and cut them down. Yeah, so the 7-inch bolts were 5 times the price of a 2 1/4 bolt. So I went to four more stores. Nobody had it, so I had to make a bolt with my tap and die set. That's what you need to understand when you come to the Philippines. You need to. There's a guy named Terry that's coming to the Philippines. He says he reduced his whole life to 2 suitcases. You're gonna regret that, buddy. All right, no offense, Terry, but you are gonna regret not saving more things. When you come to the Philippines, bring your own stuff. My best suggestion, my only suggestion, do it, and you will be happy. Don't do it, and you'll be watching my videos and say, I should have did that, I should have did it, but you didn't do it because you don't listen.